The brothers Rick and Marty Lagena are undertaking a large excavation on Oak Island's famed Money Pit area. They are working on a 7-diameter steel shaft known as True Believer 1, which has descended to a depth of almost 100 feet. The team has also recovered remnants of a mysterious wooden tunnel that resembles the vault, which may be evidence of the fabled Chappelle Vault, a 7-high container first reported by treasure hunters Frederick Blair and William Chappell back in 1897. Recent groundwater tests have revealed high traces of precious metals below the 100-t level, leading them to believe that this shaft is located within the original money pit. The casing is going in ridiculously easy for the last 4 feet, and the team is only about 3.5 feet away from their first target horizon, 98.5 to 99. As the TB1 shaft advances deeper toward the possible tunnel, an 18.5-ton tool known as a hammer grab is being used to bring the spoils, and possibly man-made workings, to the surface. The team is approaching the depth of the tunnel, and they are expecting to encounter a lot of wood if it is indeed a tunnel. They are at about 110-111 feet right now, which is the very end of their first zone of interest. An interesting piece of wood has been found with grooves and a dowel. This indicates the same construction methodology as the U-shaped structure, which is the oldest-looking wood they've found. The team is hopeful that the next scoop will be something hugely meaningful. In summary, the brothers Rick and Marty Lagena are working on a massive excavation in the fabled Money Pit area of Oak Island, hoping to uncover answers to the 230-year-old treasure mystery. Their efforts have As the drilling machine dug deeper and deeper, they were thrilled to find a hollow space 90 feet below ground level. This revelation blew their minds, and they knew they were dealing with something of immense importance. Charles recommended that they get in touch with experts. While drilling in the same area as the treasure zone, Rick and Marty were intrigued by the discovery's backstory and questioned whether it was a typical discovery. Terry noticed that the DN-111.5, DN-125, and DN-113.5 coordinates were all precisely east-west aligned, suggesting that this could be part of a building hidden 94 feet below the water's surface. Finding out if they had uncovered another portion of this structure and whether it was related to the gold they found nearby was crucial, but they couldn't rely just on their gut feeling to provide evidence to support their claim. Charles called Rick and Marty right away, and the crew quickly came to the conclusion that they were completely in agreement with the Lagena brothers. When Rick and Marty got there, the group was able to validate what they had discovered. One important turning point in geological investigation was the finding of the Oak Island gold mining zone. The discovery of a treasure zone in the Oak Island Money Pit drill program thrilled Rick and his team. The area was unexpected because of its high gold values, air pockets, and voids, so they decided to name it after its locations. A meeting was called to go over the recent events and the background of the discovery. Terry, who is renowned for his keen observational skills, noticed that the coordinates DN 12.5 and DN 13.5 were precisely aligned from east to west, indicating that they might be part of a hidden building. The group was keen to find out if they had found another portion of the structure related to the gold found nearby, so they performed an XRF analysis on DN 11.5 and obtained results. Emma, an exceptionally talented archaeologist, came to the conclusion that the structure could only be described as a tunnel under any circumstances. An XRF spectrometer was used to analyze a sample of dry wood collected along the route, providing evidence of the typical materials found on Oak Island. Emma found elements including calcium, potassium, iron, manganese, titanium, and aluminum. They thoroughly examined the results, ruling out any potential explanations. But then they discovered an odd gold occurrence that heightened the team's enthusiasm. A more thorough comprehension of the discovery was made possible by the discovery of the treasure zone and the ensuing scientific investigation. After being assigned a mysterious mission to locate Oak Island's treasure, the Lagena brothers and their team found that a piece of wood contained gold, which they initially thought was an anomaly in the data. However, upon closer inspection, they learned that the gold made up about 0.04% of the total weight. They came up with the unexpected theory that there might be a significant amount of gold concealed within this discovery. As the team gained more knowledge about the wood and water samples, their optimism grew, leading to two intriguing areas of development. In addition to being a noteworthy discovery, the discovery of gold was also an important piece of knowledge that could point them in the right direction. The team's journey to Oak Island was filled with excitement and anticipation. Each new discovery and void they encountered gave them renewed hope for uncovering the profound truths that the island held. Despite the fact that many others had attempted to accomplish the same thing before them and had been unsuccessful, their determination to succeed remained unwavering. Their determination to unravel the mystery and unearth the legendary treasures on Oak Island was driven by their passion and unwavering conviction that they would be the ones to uncover it. As they continued their journey, they were close to making the most profound discovery possible. They finally arrived at the point where they could obtain the treasure of Oak Island, and they are eagerly anticipating the opportunity to discover this wealth. The Lagena brothers continue to search Oak Island with unwavering spirit. Whether they face disappointment or not, the Lagena brothers and their team are determined to uncover the treasure of Oak Island. Despite facing challenges and obstacles, their determination and resolve to succeed in their quest for the treasure will undoubtedly lead them to the ultimate goal of finding the treasure.
Led to a fresh dispute with the Canadian authorities. Will obstacles keep standing in the way of the Lagena brothers' search for the lost fortune on the Curse of Oak Island? Who knows? In the 6th season episode Voyage to the Bottom of the Cenote, things take a worrying turn as treasure seeker Marty Lagena makes the optimistic but hasty declaration, "Here we are in H8. We're going to keep looking. What may possibly fail?" When metal detecting specialist Gary Drayton discovers a possible top pocket discovery amid the loot, the squad has no notion of the fate that is about to befall them. Coming from the more optimistic of the two treasure-hunting Lagena brothers, these words have an especially ominous ring to them. In a recent episode, the action in the Money Pit area came to a similar sudden halt when someone found what could be a bone fragment. The more the Lagena brothers and their team excavate, the closer they reach the legendary treasure. It's been almost a decade since they worked on unearthing the truth, but unfortunately they never reached such a great height until now. This season left them, and their fans shocked when they brought such discoveries to the audience's platter. However, things will take to the next level in The Curse of Oak Island Season 10, Episode 25, when the new discoveries connect all the pieces together. So, are they close to locating the treasure? Well, fans are curious to learn this. And the hits keep coming. The next episode will solve another enigma. On Lot 5, Laird Niven resumes his excavation work. The crew will search for the secret buried beneath the triangle-shaped marsh as they move on. The team will continue digging, but they will soon get startling information that links Lot 5 to the triangle-shaped marsh. When the crew keeps digging in Money Pit, they'll also discover a remarkable discovery. They are now more prepared than ever to solve the puzzle. Marty, Craig, and Charles have been getting ready to down the 82-foot shaft for the past week. The crew didn't think there could be a tunnel underneath the shaft's terminus, since one of the sides kept sinking. They chose to independently verify it despite this theory. Charles made the decision to go first and offer his services to everybody, but he had to go through specialized training first in order to achieve this. He descended and observed the garden shaft's dropping corner. After what he had seen, the group decided to dig at the bottom to see if there were any potential tunnels nearby. Marty, though, placed a hold on it. He intended to perform a self-check but needed more time to complete his dedicated training. Meanwhile, Alex, Rick, and Peter traveled to Italy to consult Umberto Musa, a specialist in coins and artifacts from antiquity. He examined the coins and found Oak Island had some ties to the Roman Empire as well. This happened as a result of one of the coins being a Roman coin. Byzantine gold coins were weighed against another coin to determine whether or not they were genuine. Laird Niven's continuing drilling on Lot 5 resulted in their most recent finding. In the meantime, Rick kept searching for answers in the area known as Nolan's Cross, but for the time being, the group keeps looking into the enigmatic circular depression in the marsh. They discover ceramic shards and charcoal fragments that they surmise may be remnants of a cooking pot or a campfire. The lead artifact that was discovered in the swamp is examined by experts in the war room. They think it is a lead cross and that it was probably made in France. This could be proof that the French had anything to do with the Oak Island enigma. The group looked for tunnels beneath the garden shaft using a probing drill. They discovered a little quantity of wood that could be proof of a tunnel. This time, Gary Drayton uses a metal detector to check the recent spoils while the heavy equipment operator continues his work. Two substantial iron spikes that Gary immediately finds are both dated to the 1700s.